Hello and welcome to part 3 and day 3 of our Denmark road trip, the not so long way up trip. We are at our hostel near Aalborg, pretty up north in Denmark, and my car is done charging for like 1.5 hours. Still plugged in, preconditioning with climate control to be warm inside when we start to drive in just some minutes. I'm just gonna go unplug my car and get it up there so we can pack in all of our stuff. And also I have to take a picture because that's just way too cool. How it's parked there, charging right from the wind. So yeah, our plan today is to go to Copenhagen with my, as you know, 2021 standard range Model 3 LFP. So yeah, I'm gonna unplug, I'm gonna pull over the car, and we're gonna put all of our stuff in, and then we're gonna hit the road. I just pulled up our next hotel where we are headed to. Let's put that in. We gotta go all the way down here over those roads, and interesting how it wants us to cross with the ferry, which we aren't gonna do. No, don't even think about it. Doesn't even yeah, okay. Good thing. So that's gonna be not our first charge, because at 45% we're not gonna go charge. We are gonna go, let me see, maybe here to Middelfart, because it sounds funny. Let's add that as a stop. And it wants us to charge a bit before. Can't we make it there? Because I would say we can make it there. We're charged to 100%. Yeah, okay, no, not with 125 kilometers an hour. Maybe, let's see, what's a bit before? Maybe here Losning, 150. It's just a rough estimate anyway, so let's add that and see how it wants us to go. Does that look good? Because I'm gonna have a look at non-superchargers around here. Yeah, looking good. So we're looking around Vejle, I think, to charge there on some fast chargers that aren't superchargers, and later on somewhere over there. Looking good. Let's remove Middelfart from here. Done. So yeah, that looks like a plan. So let's head out there first. 1 hour 44 minutes to drive, almost 200 kilometers, but we're fully charged and we can go fast. So yeah, let's head out. Bye bye, best charging station in the world, even though it's only 3 kilowatts. And just ahead we see the awesome road that's only gravel, which is the only road that leads into the apartment area. And you might see that I pushed the pedal to the floor last night here, maybe. Somewhere? Apparently, of course. I never did something like that. So yeah, let's head to Copenhagen. We got us some breakfast in that quickie supermarket. Quickly. So, and we checked out the supermarket because always interesting to see what other countries have in that regard. So that's interesting. It's basically just a big supermarket that you can find pretty much everywhere, but still interesting to see. We got us some bakery stuff, we got us some coffees, so that's all figured out. Now we're definitely heading towards our first charging stop near that village thing. We're only like half an hour in our drive, still 120 kilometers to go to the supercharger that we're currently navigating to for preconditioning, and it started preconditioning. We're gonna continue going a bit further down the road because I found a 300 kilowatt charger right next to a Sunset Boulevard, which is some kind of restaurant, and I just had breakfast, but we're gonna be on the road for another hour, so maybe I'm gonna grab some snack over there. I'm gonna see about that. But yeah, for now we're navigating to the supercharger, that the battery gets nice and warm and the car doesn't like getting too close to the white line, even though we weren't even on the white line, because you would hear that. Yeah, so that's a plan for now. The supercharger is just a bit before our real planned charging stop, so only like 15 minutes further down, shouldn't be a problem. We're still 24 kilometers from the exit of the supercharger, and the car tells us that autopilot speed is limited due to poor visibility, which I can understand. It's really foggy. Also, auto wipers, we know they are trash, but now I can tell you they are even more trash with fog, because they always think something's on the camera and it needs to wipe it off. Let's re-enable autopilot and see that the wipers are gonna do shit in just a sec. Always takes some short time and then starts wiping everything off what's not there. So yeah, Tesla, fix your wipers. They are shitty. And of course now they stayed off. But if you just enable adaptive cruise, it resets to auto, and then it just wipes the fog away, or at least it tries to. That's not the best implementation, just not working too well. So we just arrived at the exit towards the supercharger, which we won't hit. So let's disable that, make sure that it doesn't add any charging stops in there. Great. We're gonna get to the charging station at 17% that we plan to hit. The supercharger only has one available spot as well, so not too bad. Yeah, 10 more kilometers, 10 minutes to go, and then we can charge up at the Nor 300 kilowatt charger. So let's see if that works out. If not, there are enough options nearby, so everything shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, non-supercharger trips. Nice. We are just arriving at the charging station, which is just around the corner here on the parking lot. So we gotta pull in there. I just saw a Hyundai Ioniq pull into the 300 kilowatt charger. Is that correct? That would be stupid. Let's see which one is working, because two of the plugs are offline. Let's see, those are green. Let's pull in here. Those are all green, so this spot. Yep, looking good. Let's try if we can authorize the correct plug real quick. It's only a question if we can identify it correctly or not. So yeah, let's hope so. Plug in and charge up. The ID on here is another one than inside the app, but I just guessed which is the correct one, and it was this one, so that's looking good. You can also pay by card here, which is pretty nice, but we don't need to. There is a BYD Atto 3 coming to charge, maybe, I don't know. And we are ramping up. 30 kilowatts, and it's so cold, I need my jacket. 70. 90, looking good. I'm gonna put on my jacket and then we'll see. We're up to 150 kilowatts, but stuck there. Let's check the car's battery temperature to see if it's the car's fault or the charger's fault. Software. Come on. Service. Might be that the car preconditioned or stopped preconditioning 10 minutes ago. Could be that it just got too cold on the last part because we're only getting 130 kilowatts. Let's see, high voltage charging. They swapped those two buttons there. 35 to 37 degrees. Yeah, it's not quite warm enough. We could be at over 40 degrees on the high side. So I guess that's why we are pretty low on speed with 126. But alright, it is what it is. We're gonna charge up as fast as we can. Exit this one and let's see. I put in this as the next stop just so we have some destination on our way. We definitely need to charge once more somewhere over here, I would say. Maybe around there, then we can charge in Copenhagen. Yeah, that should be a good skip there. Maybe we can find another charger a bit after that. Remove charging stops. So only 83 kilometers. No, we're gonna charge further. We'll be here for maybe 15 minutes. We'll have a look then, but I want to go inside there and check out what they have and get maybe another coffee or something to eat. I'm not sure. Let's see. We just grabbed our food over there. Now we're walking to the store to get some more stuff. And they set up new 300 kilowatt clever Appitronic hyperchargers. But they aren't online yet. At least I didn't see them in the roaming. And of course they're fenced up and not powered on yet. So soon you will have even more chargers here and a lot of AC chargers as well over there. That's pretty cool. Love to see it. So you can charge while you're shopping. That's the perfect combination. Can't get any better. We're just coming out of the store and there's a Xiaopeng G9 rolling up. Also a pretty awesome car. I sat in that recently as well. And there's a Renault Megane E-Tech and a Model Y and all of those cars. It's so crazy. I'm pretty sure we're charged up to way more than we needed. I'm gonna have a look where we can make it to in just a sec. And then we head out towards Copenhagen again. We are charged up to 97%. We're only getting 22 kilowatts because, of course, and we would have to authenticate. So I'm gonna stop from the car. Here we go. Unplugging. I'm just gonna throw my jacket in there, and then we head towards Copenhagen, and I think we can almost make it there. Like 200 kilometers should be possible, I would say, and it would be 240 kilometers until the center of Copenhagen. So at the next planned supercharger we would arrive with 63%. So that's not where we're headed. Let's remove the stop and see, this would be the next one I planned after that. Still 40%. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Or does it? I don't know. Let's try to remove this one as well and see with how much we would arrive in Copenhagen. 5% below 130. So we're gonna charge somewhere shortly before Copenhagen. I'm gonna have a look inside the NVV app and check where we could charge, and then I'll show you here. Okay, we found something. It has Ionity and Alligo. We're gonna go to Alligo because Ionity is pretty expensive in our contract, but that's fine. And that's 210 kilometers. We'll be there with 14% state of charge. That's pretty perfect. Then we can get a quick splash and dash to get into the city of Copenhagen to our hotel, which you can see here as well. It's pretty much in the center. And then we can check out if we can just let our car park there and charge there, or if we have to pay for charging there, or what's up. And yeah, then we'll see, but we'll check that out. But first, let's go to Ionity, 210 kilometers, or to Alligo, whatever. Same thing in here, also with the Sunset Boulevard again. It seems like they really like their Sunset Boulevards. I can't talk anymore. They like their hotels here, restaurants. I should stop talking. Let's just go. We're just passing a supercharger here, right next to us, and they get a 10-minute wait time on 24 250 kilowatt stalls. So everything done right with charging at non-superchargers, because apparently there's a lot more traffic in superchargers than in other charging stations. So fun to see. We are close to the bridge. We are basically driving across or besides Aalborg right now, and somewhere up there the bridge is gonna start, probably. Yeah, there where the speed camera icon is. So that's gonna be interesting. I booked a license plate recognition thing last night, so it gets a bit cheaper to cross the bridge because it's pretty expensive. But it's a long bridge, so that's alright. Yeah, we're down to 59%, so still 106 kilometers to go. And we'll be arriving at 20% at Ionity. So everything working out pretty good. Traffic was fine. No too big construction sites or traffic jams at all. So that's really good. I think somewhere around here should also be an Ionity site. Probably maybe this one? No, that's Clever. Yeah, that's Ionity. I first thought about going here, but that doesn't make any sense because we're still at 60%. So yeah. Great thing. The sea is just somewhere over there, which you didn't see because my finger was outside the camera, somewhere over there, as you can see here. Yeah, let's get onto the bridge, and yeah. We're on the bridge, and somehow they didn't have any recognition things except for that this is an average speed limited zone where they are controlling that we're not speeding. So that's all fine, but it seems like we don't have to pay for this bridge. So I wouldn't have even had to get that pass thing I got last night. I'm not sure, but we're actually basically just driving over the ocean, which is completely around us basically. But it's still pretty foggy, so we can't see too much, sadly. Would for sure be a pretty awesome view around here, but it is what it is. Can't change it. We are in the middle of the bridge right now, or yeah, basically on an island, and there's a lighthouse and stuff, and that's pretty cool. And ahead of us is another bridge, a hanging bridge, like with those, I don't know how to describe them, structures for holding the bridge up. Sounds so much. Yeah. Also funny, the train tracks go below the sea next to us, and we are going above the sea with the bridge. So that's pretty cool. But still nothing here that suggests that we have to pay for this bridge. So I don't know. And then the speed camera check zone thing. Let's pass this guy as long as we're allowed to, because it's going pretty slow. And crossing the ocean another time. That's a wild view. Kinda windy on here, but that's to expect on the middle of the ocean basically. Look at those crazy structures. Freaking hell. I can see some cargo ships down there on the water. That's so fun to see. Why are you braking, people? What is going on? So now, as we are exiting the bridge, we can see here are the license plate recognition systems that will like handle payment and stuff, because you can only drive over the bridge when passing this. So that's how this works. They don't need to put up multiple stations, only one. So we are going through here, and it should recognize my license plate, and here we go. And bye bye food. So yeah, now we're gonna be billed for passing the bridge and on the way back again, or I think that's how it works at least. So yeah, that's interesting, fun to see. We just left the highway and we're almost at the charger, which is over there at those signs. So only like 1 minute to go. 5 minutes for that bit? I doubt it. And my wiper's doing shit again. Always the same things. Yeah, anyway, let's get over there and plug in. The car already preconditioned because it knew we were going to a charger, even though it's not a supercharger. So yeah, that's awesome. Awesome, here we are at 17% state of charge. Someone is icing a charger. Not that it would be too dramatic because there are so many available spots, but still stupid. Like, there are enough spots, just park somewhere else. Over there is a beautiful Taycan Cross Turismo charging at Ionity, and a taxi, and an EV6, whatever. Let's get this spun around charger and plug in. I'm gonna authorize that real quick. Good thing Aligo is international, or yeah, multinational, because I could just scan that QR code and it instantly worked because they use the same codes as in Germany. And why is that in German? That as well. That doesn't make any sense, does it? That's funny. But we're charging. We can get up to 150 kilowatts from that charger, so not expecting more, because it's not possible. But I hope we can get the 150. But looks good. Ionity could give us full speed, but would be way more expensive. So we're getting full speed that the charger can deliver. That's pretty good. We're gonna charge up here for, we would need like 2 or 3 minutes, but I guess we're gonna wait for a bit more to get to Copenhagen safely, and then we can charge up somewhere there, get to the hotel, maybe in the parking garage, and AC charge to 80%, something like that. That's the plan. We would arrive at our hotel with 9% right now. We could just continue, but yeah, let's just wait here for maybe 5 minutes. Then that's just way faster. Yeah, looking good. Also, I'm not sure how we can charge there and with the parking situation and what it's all about. So we got to check that out when we're there, and I don't want my car to be standing for too long with below 20-ish%, because yeah, you never know. It's 8 degrees Celsius outside, and that could hurt the battery a bit. So we don't want that. So we just charge to maybe 25% on arrival, and then we head out again. We are charged up to 69%, definitely enough, way more than we would need, but we recorded a quick charge guide, and you always know how it is. The car's faster charged up, then we are ready to go. So now we're done. We're gonna be arriving with 60% at our hotel, so way more than anticipated. That's all good. Let's head out and check into our hotel, and then check what Copenhagen has to offer for the rest of the day. We just left the highway, and we're currently cruising into Copenhagen somewhat. We're still on some faster, not highway, fast roads, I don't know. But I think we're gonna enter the city in just a minute. Really interesting. First time I've been here, as with all of Denmark. So it's gonna be interesting. All of that gives me a lot of Netherlandish vibes, Dutch vibes. But yeah, really like it so far, except for the weather, which is gray and disgusting. But I mean, we're directly at the sea and stuff, so I kind of expected it to be like that, but it still would be way nicer with some sun out and stuff. Driving into Copenhagen with some higher buildings in the mist in the background, looking pretty nice. Seems kind of modern, I would say. But yeah, we're still a bit away from the center, I think, but we are gonna be in the center in just a minute, because our hotel is pretty much in the city center itself, so we don't even have to drive anywhere. Always Circle K everywhere. We just saw a Circle K station with also fast chargers. This doesn't look like it has fast chargers or anything. Oh yeah, it does. Nice. 300 kilowatt chargers there. But I think we can charge there with NBV. I don't know, they don't roam. I think Nissan Ariya taxi over there. Interesting. I've seen more Arias in Denmark than ever before anywhere else. Like, yeah, I maybe seen once or twice in Germany, but not that many as here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also that the traffic light is also on the other side of the crossing is pretty useful. Germany could do the same thing. Would help sometimes. We just checked into the hotel and we found a parking spot right in front of it. That's free for today, and tomorrow we pay for like 2 or 3 hours maybe, and then everything's all fine. We gotta go up to the 15th floor right now, get our stuff in, and then go over to city center and have a look at it. I think it's just over this bridge and over there, or maybe also somewhere back there, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see and explore, and I might show you what we find or not. We'll see. We just moved into our room, and yeah, it's pretty basic. Not too big, but also not too small. We got a bathroom with a step that I almost fell over, so also nothing fancy here. But what is fancy is we're on the 15th floor, so we do have quite some view. And now look at this. We literally have a view over the city center and the most interesting parts of Copenhagen, which is pretty awesome. So I can't complain about that, and we can like look down on the cars and buses that go around down there. That's pretty fancy. I do like that. And it's also not too expensive, so yeah, pretty good. Pretty good choice. Looking good. Now we are gonna head to explore the city. I have seen some food court somewhere over there, so we might hit that later. But for now, we're just gonna go explore a bit and see what we can find. Quick update, walking around Copenhagen, we found some food. That's some Danish smørrebrød with meatballs. Let's try this. Food was really good. Now we are walking through some buildings because they look cool. We don't know if we get anywhere, but that's why we're here, to explore. So that's our exploration travel vlog part here. We're wandering into some way too expensive buildings where there is nothing for us here. Awesome. But it's open now. And we can't walk downstairs there again. Interesting. Now that is funny. We just found a shopping store, but I think it's closed, sadly. Otherwise we could go in there. But it's Sunday today, so probably they aren't there. But it's nice. They got a P7 and G9 in there. Pretty good cars both, at least from look and feel. Didn't drive them yet. We found the town square, city hall square place thing. And it's nice. And of course, construction sites everywhere, as always. We did wander around some more and found the palace of, I think, the Danish king or so. I'm actually not too sure, but kind of looks like it. And looks pretty fancy. Really not too bad. Not sure where we're headed next, but we're just walking around, exploring some more. We found the gardens of the library, I think it is, in here. And it's completely quiet, no one's here. And this is public, so no worries. But it's really beautiful here. And of course it's getting dark and stuff, but I can imagine in summer, when it's warm and sunny, that this is a really nice place to be. Really like it. Let's see if we can exit somewhere over there, or if we have to walk all the way back. At night, that whole square, main square thing here looks completely different with all those lit up signs. That's pretty awesome. I've seen this from the other side before, but not up close. There's a VW store here. And they got an ID7 and an ID bus in there. I still need to have a closer look to the ID7 because I didn't get one yet. And ID bus, just the same. We are done eating. I'm in the hotel room editing the first part of the trip to go up tomorrow from my perspective of time. The car is parked outside of the hotel in the public street, on-street parking. We're at 57% state of charge right now, but Sentry mode is running, so we will be at 50-ish tomorrow morning, I guess. Our plan is to get up not too late, just like the last days. Go get some breakfast around here near us, where we can maybe go by foot most way, and charge the car while we are having breakfast, basically. At least AC charge. Maybe we also find a DC charger, that would be awesome, but we want some nice like cafe thing or so near us, so no fast food for breakfast. That would be nice. But yeah, that's the plan for now. or for tomorrow morning. The plan for now is to finish editing my first part to get that up and ready for you, that you hopefully have already seen when you see this part. And I'm sorry it got so long, 50-ish minutes. I didn't plan to do it like that, but things happen and I talk and oops. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I would say that's been it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next one. Bye.